I feel like that will happen though.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, the markers took fucking forever.
Okay. So we finally killed that whole colony. That was the last thing we did. Probably could have just left them alone, but nah. I'm gonna treat them like how I treat people in oh no, oh no. Still got more. Oh, these ain't the same people. Alright. I just got off of Call of Duty, so I gotta like get back to shooting on here. It's definitely ain't the same.
You said it's the same.
It's not the same.
Oh.
I wish it was the same.
The loading and shooting shit.
Well, I mean, the controls are the same. It's just the movement and like,
Oh.
yeah, it's totally different. The shooting mechanics is way different from Call of Duty and Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds is like an RPG shooter, and you know, Call of Duty is just Call of Duty.
I feel you on that. I see what you're talking about as well.
Yeah, I wish it was like that, but it ain't. Oh, I think we already been here before. Okay.
Something on your mind? What's up? Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Ah ha
Am I
ha.
the only one getting hungry?
Mhm. What the fuck?
Mm.
Do I never smell another rat?
No, I'm trying to throw it down low to Pope and this nigga over here. Like he can't do a fucking layup.
Could I get another?
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I? Based advertising model would be a hit.
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse?
And then I get the
How
ball
can
shot from him.
32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
No, you have a meeting with me.
You'd be a hit in Byzantium.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here?
Me? I'm charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
What a charming
Tell him, man.
notion. One doesn't
Fart in the wind, baby.
spirits in
Let me go.
Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus.
What?
You stupid.
Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
If I have to eat one more weird science project pass off as food in this sprat fucked colony, I'm going to stab someone.
Yes, that's it. Channel your anger. I only wish I could do the same. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
If you're free of the other corporations, why would you want to bring them back?
Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard
Can we
clause,
even know?
Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, Dave. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind. And now you don't have to play by their rules. Sounds like a deal to me.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Sounds like you're freer than anyone else, and how kind. Why not embrace it?
Exactly what I would have said, if I'd been paying attention. You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy...
Take me out the damn game. I need Gatorade bad.
So what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather
Foul
ingenious
out.
plan
Coach
to get
hit me
Everfly
out.
restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
A lot of good that'll do. They'll just find another reason to turn tail and abandon you.
Not if we secure the proper safeguards first.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
This lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
They got me still staying in this whole fucking game. Like, I'm dead tired. I keep losing the fucking ball.
How long did it take you to figure that you need to defend your city?
Not long, but the devil is always in the details.
But, you know, 3 weeks. No.
Is a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
This Bolt 52 sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in
Sound like
Halcyon.
a pistol or something.
Extremely powerful ordnance.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
It is quite the rush.
So once you have the Bolt 52, what's the other part of your plan?
I'll need to get skills, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Then I guess I'll go get your Bolt 52.
Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Before I go, I need to ask you about something.
What can I do?
Yes, sir. I was about to pass out until you said something.
Oh no, when I talk, I'm reading off like the statements they're giving me because I'm streaming.
What a game.
Yeah.
What about the game?
You said what?
You said you had to ask me something. I said it's about the game.
No. I'm like streaming, so like whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever answers they're giving me, like that's what I'm reading off.
Okay, my bad.
Nah, you good. You about to go to bed. I mean, shit, I'll hit you up tomorrow.
Alright. I'll probably, I'll hit y'all tomorrow, man.
Alright, everyone's saying that they're going to be on in the morning, so.
I gotta work tomorrow morning.
Oof.
Yeah. Y'all work on Saturdays.
I guess I'll see your black ass when you go.
Alright, God.
Alright, catch you later.
Peace.
Alright. I need MSI to stop broadcasting. You're jamming Devil Speak Station.
You're just as rigid as the old executive committee. Why, we've hardly been able to get a clear message out until recently.
When Graham finally shut up.
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners.
There must be another way for you to do business.
Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated onto the board. And the first step is getting the Bolt 52.
MSI keeps the fishery running and the walls intact.
I got the money to get that dude to cook that doohickey, so go ahead and drop that 2,000 real quick. Where? Move! No, it's not in there.
Smells like rat. Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian. To cover up the saltiness smell. Trust me, this will work. Hey! That's a... What do you think you're doing?
Whatever I want.
Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
I see you stuck around. If you got the bits, I'm mighty glad you... There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross. What do you mean? It's locked. Wait, upward? Oh my eternal soul, it worked!
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. I was getting all
Hey.
stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind.
Oh my God! I know I said that we was gonna start doing this, but no, man, she cool.
Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy, and hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? Thanks a lot, mister.
They got the drop on us. This ought to be easy.
What the heck?
Perfection.
Oh yeah, we did. I mean, hey, they had to die. I didn't think I had to kill her, but alright, shit. That's crazy. Okay, so okay, never mind. Wee. My leg.
That does it. Time for a drink?
Alright, so the optional said wipe out any terminals in the building. In the orange building. Oh. Y'all remember when I was level 11 and I ran through that whole thing trying to make it to that Stellar Bay? Mm, mm, mm.
Sir.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you? You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it. I didn't mean for any harm to come to you. This has been my albatross.
Oh, I was supposed to be reading that stuff out loud. Ah ha ha.
MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them.
Your left kidney.
One of the executives required a transplant.
He's lucky they didn't want a liver or a heart.
I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
You're insane.
No, I am a company man.
Who cares what they think? You're in charge now. Ooh, wait. That's what you get for giving so much of yourself over to it.
Perhaps
Tell
you're
'em.
right. After all, what have I built? Stellar Bay is barely keeping afloat.
Take it easy. You kept the city running against all odds.
I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
I found a cartridge and deleted that data for you.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
You made it sound like you were sending me after a weapon.
But that's exactly what this is. The world isn't changed with guns and speeches, much as Graham and his followers would like to think, but rather with meticulous documentation. And the Bill of Liquidation/Transfer Form 52 is one of the most formidable pieces of data entry in all of Halcyon. One false stroke can invalidate the entire document.
It's true. One of the old execs gave herself a stroke trying to fill out the exemption section.
What does the Bolt 52 do exactly?
For our part, a Bill of Liquidation/Transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Yes, finally the board will get their come-ups.
Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea. It's definitely a firm middle finger.
Just promise me once I've helped you with this, MSI will stop its broadcast.
Help us with this final matter and we won't need to broadcast anymore. You have my word. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Really? Most of the time they do illegal stuff out in the open. Cheaper that way.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
Sinjar, you sly dog.
You really think so?
Don't encourage him.
I admit I'd been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
I don't know how to make people talk.
Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it?
Watch it with the you people.
Of course. I didn't mean to make assumptions. Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
Infiltrate a secret corporate base and kidnap the staff. Sure, easy.
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
Switch controllers real quick. There we are.
for a round of whist? Or a round of whiskey? Or both?
Drinking, gambling, and organized crime. Everything you need to keep civilization running.
Still a bay. Boss lady told me to take the night.
I wonder how exactly it's not on air, but
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
I'll bet she's a hoot at parties.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
if by nugget of paradise you mean piece of manti dug, then sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
Sanjar said you know something about a corporation operating in secret on Monarch.
Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the northern bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely. And I'll thank you kindly.
Now there's a woman who knows what she wants. I like her.
She's fine. Well, so long as you ain't on her bad side. Then she's liable to drown you in the waterfall.
Shouldn't be that far.
Stake my reputation on this being an ambush.
Bunch of amateurs. Sublight should have seen this coming.
You can't even get near it and freaking... That's stupid. Hello.
Stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway?
You call those traps? I seen nano pills that were more dangerous.
Well, you don't gotta be mean about it. What are you doing out here anyway?
Let me take a look at your wounds.
That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last Spratwurst an hour ago.
Catherine told me some of her quarters had gone missing out here.
Nice to know she cares. Catherine had us making drops for some big shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret.
Think they're dead?
The Marauders knew we were coming. Rigged the bridge with explosives and everything. If they found us, my guess is they found the client too.
Where'd the Marauders go?
Last I saw, they were heading back up the hill. You'll see it on the right when you get out of here. If you got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me? I'm headed back to Fallbrook just as soon as I've caught my breath.
Fair enough.
didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
I'd beat it to death.
You're gonna suffer!
That's the last of them.
thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd heard, but I'm up to the challenge. Anyway, what can I do for you? Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be my second greatest achievement after the Reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge? That's just cruel and inefficient. I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous documentation.
You are? You could do a lot of good around here, you know. Don't go getting my hopes up.
But that's entirely the point. We've got to hope. We have got to partake once more of the full resources and opportunities of Halcyon.
What about the folks out in the wilderness? Amber Heights, Fallbrook. Will you share with them, or will you hoard those resources here?
My sincerest hope is for MSI to become a model for all. But truly, I am getting ahead of myself. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data you're holding, of course. I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Then it's good that I keep such... I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws. Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. Back then, it was known as Terra 1. Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names. After all, the whole point of terraforming was to make them Earth-like.
Here, though, the results were mixed.
That ain't fair. They didn't leave on account of the hazards. They left on account of their cowardice. The hazards just gave them a reason to put to paper.
Sharp as ever, Nyoka. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out. That's also what I thought. Oh, we were young and bold then. Not unlike yourself. We saw the chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI. Very well. What can I do for you?
Alright, we're gonna call this a short stream. I'm starting to get tired. I'm not saying nothing, so I'm gonna start the stream tomorrow morning, and yeah.